Yes, yes. Good evening, Zaga, Zagaza. Yes, you know the vibes. You rocking out with yours truly, Showtime Sizzle, man. Um, I said I was gonna jump back on, but I'm a this sauce after dark, man. I'll get into a little bit of boxing, but I'm gonna just get on to a lot of stuff that's been trending today because when I come home from the boxing gym, I was in the boxing gym this evening with the babies. Doing what I do, man. You got to be in there with the troops, man. You got to show the troops. No matter if we're all over ESPN and we have grown. It's always good to never forget where you come from, right? So we're in the trenches. Um, so I'm not gonna really talk too much boxing. I did a boxing live earlier when I was on the clock unwinding at the job. It's been a long day. Uh, Tomorrow's not an early day, so little things count a long way, right? But let me talk about this. I want to speak on the Eric Holder situation. I think today was day 7 of his trial, and he got beat down in L.A. County Jail. Now, if you know anything about L.A. and L.A. gang politics, this was bound to happen. It was only a matter of time. So he couldn't attend court today. I see that was trending. But if you know, you know, man, that was bound to happen, man. Um, it was bound to happen, man. Nipsey Hussle was a beloved figure in the LA community. And to have him snuffed out like that, a lot of people still aren't recovered from that, man. So that was trending today. I seen that. Um, Another thing was trending. I want to say this when it comes to our community, right? When I say us, our community, I'm talking about African Americans, all people. The stuff that trends for us that goes viral is sad. Like, uh, dude bought food for his kid or some shit. I seen everybody's talking about that. He bought food for his kids, but not the other kids that wasn't his. That's trending. That's what our community is about, man. That's what our community is basically about. We highlight and glorify niggerism, niggerdom. If that's a word, I'm making up words tonight, but I'm in my zone, man. Give me 1 second. Let me go check on my daughters. They're too quiet. Yeah, see, whenever they are this quiet, right, and we come back from the rec in the gym, they either sleep or they're scheming. So I just wanted to make sure they wasn't scheming, because like I said, they take over. So I'm on my phone in the cut, you know, broadcasting live, just giving a little sauce tonight. But yeah, back to what I was saying. Niggerdom, the shit that trends for us. But I wanna say this, man. Salute to we was in the gym, we was talking about this. I wanna see his next step, man. Richard Hitchison, formerly signed to Mayweather Promotions. He just inked a deal with Keith Conley. Keith Conley is a major manager in the game. He has represented guys like Danny Jacobs, currently Edgar Berlanga. He has a lot of fighters. Richard Hitchison, he's representing Richard Hitchison now. So I want to see where Richard Hitchison goes from here. Will he come over to Chop Rank? Because we know Keith Conley has a lot of relationships with the rank. Will he go over to Matchroom? We know Keith Conley has relationships with the room. We was discussing that a little bit tonight in the gym. So we like to see where it plays out. I know 140 for him at Top Rank is loaded, and it's going to be probably even more loaded because you got a lot of guys that's going to be jumping up. soon. And so we just gotta see what happens, you know. Little boxing right there for y'all, man. For those that know the know, you know. But yeah, shout out to Richard Henderson, man. You know, Jihad Tucker came up spawn him, and happy that he's out of his situation. See, the grass isn't always greener. Here you have a guy that was signed to TBE, the best ever. You know, but he left. He left. He left, man. And I was, me, I'm the source, man. I was saying like how his career, he's an undefeated fighter at 140. He should be far more along than where he's at. And me, I don't bite my tongue. I speak my mind, and that's why I am the source. That's why I am the media marketing agent. I don't hold back. Like I said, he was a 2016 Olympian. We're in 2022, so he's been pro for 5 years. What is he, 13 and 0, 14 and 0, something like that? He should be far along more. He should be 18, down there 19 and 0 right now. Ready to fight for a world title. But hey, what do I know? Let me say that. But I think right now with him lining up with Keith Conley, he's in a direction that's gonna, as long as he keeps winning, Keith is gonna get him there. Keith is a powerful dude, right? He does his thing. I gotta I was in the gym, so I worked off some calories tonight. So I treated myself to a sun-kissed grape. So if you hear me sipping a little bit, I got my sun-kissed grape tonight. I can't drink a full soda, man. I'll probably end up bringing this to work with me tomorrow. But I've been sipping on it, and I had it for over an hour now. Normally, the old me, I would have downed this little 20-ounce uh, soda, man. But yeah, shout out to Richard Henderson, man. Happy for a situation. And you see, he left Mayweather, man. Left Mayweather. I'm gonna do a full in-depth video on that probably tomorrow when I get some downtime. Like I said, I haven't had too much downtime. I was in the gym tonight with the youngins, a lot of novice fighters. But definitely check out some of the videos I uploaded, little short videos detailing how our gym. I got a big Suffolk PL up. No more soda for you. Go in the room and relax and lay down. Um Suffolk PAL, we had uh how many ringmaster champions? Five. We had five ringmaster champions: the Spence brothers, Amani, Trey, and Cassius. And we had a national champion in Jamali Tucker. And we had a national champion in Jamali Tucker. Yes, say that again, Reem. They can't hear you. Gotta come over here and say it. And then you can go back in the room. Yes, Molly. Jamali Tucker is our national champion. So our little Suffolk PAL has produced five ringmaster champions this year and one national champion. Not bad, for the forgotten Suffolk Strong Long Island. Yes, it is Spark. The Suffolk sauce is Spark. All right, I'm going to continue on with a little bit more boxing news. Hopefully, y'all checked out my humorous source earlier. How I said that the Spence Crawford fight will break on YouTube when it goes down. Old media will not get the link. It will be a YouTuber, preferably one of the bigger channels. The guys that do the crazy algorithm views. They will get the leak the information, and this will unfold to be the biggest fight in YouTube boxing history. It's a little humor tonight, man. And I'm sticking with my backdrop of the Haitian sensation, Patrick Day, because he is an angel who was watching over the source and many others. Special guy. Um, when many others turned their back on me and lied on me after they was given classic sauce, Patrick and his team not only embraced me, they helped to empower me. Um, I displayed a lot of pictures last night. If you was on my live last night, the stream that I did of countless source experience memories, with being with cousin Roy at the Hard Rock Cafe, and I got those credentials right on the last minute. Um, the people was fronting on me. That's why I said, like, when it comes to the media and credentials and press passes, I look at a lot of people like, yo, bro, you not really my man. You don't really like me. You really don't fuck with me. I know the game. I came up in the business. If you are who you claim you are, all you have to do is make a phone call, and my name is on the list. Cause I remember, I covered countless events for my guy. Shout out to Joe Higgins. He has moved on to greatness too. But I remember covering fights at the Brooklyn Aviator, the Hula Theater, uh, the Hard Rock Cafe, and Joe Higgins making calls for me. When I was I was in the trenches. I was still in the trenches. That's why I always never forget where I come from in the mud, getting it out the muck. I remember being denied credentials, knowing I was one of the hottest in the game, and my guy hitting my guy Joe Higgins up, Pat Day's manager slash coach and all that. And Joe Higgins like, what? They denied you? Hold on. Making a phone call. The last minute, I was like, oh shit, I gotta get to Atlantic City. I was on the the list, so I had to go cover the fights. But yeah, shout out to Team Day, man. Joe Higgins, the whole Freeport squad, man. Beautiful, beautiful people, man. So that's why when you hear me speak on certain people and I hold them to a higher standard than others, it's because I know what others did. Others did the exact opposite. So when you hear the source speak on his experiences in the game, and I say guys are weasels and cowards, and I use such powerful words to describe people, it's because I know their character and the type of backdoor dealings that they do. I know my words are coming off very harsh, some might say, but my words are truthful tonight. Truthful. When you want me to speak about boxing and boxing politics and boxing players in the game. See, everybody that you think is an honorable, righteous person in the boxing game are devils, weasels, and snakes. And I've been saying names. Hopefully, y'all caught that sauce, man. But shout out to my guy, T Dog in the building, original Source Talk podcast panel guy, the new guy. He was one of the new guys. We was the new guys, T. Now we're the guys they don't want to mention when it comes to the YouTube and YouTube boxing, because certain people, if they mention us, they don't want their audience to check us out. I had somebody check me out, right? And I think I've been on YouTube for a couple years now, right? I've been grinding hard on YouTube for a couple years. I had somebody check out some of my catalog, and they was like, "Yo, you're dope, yo." They seen the amount of interviews and shit like that. I said, "Man, but this is nothing new. I've been doing this, man. It's just that like YouTube is just what I used to always call it, goof tube, man." But yeah, let's move on to another trending topic. Like I said, Steven Jackson, he's been trending for a couple of days now. He's catching a lot of heat because he was at O Block in Chicago in the hood, and um, he's catching a lot of flack, right? Because he alleged checked in. But you see, when you get people that speak on certain issues, right? That's why it's a lot of stuff. Like when it comes to certain politics, I really don't like to discuss. But since certain shit is trending, I'm gonna speak on it, right? You get a lot of people for whatever reason, because like I said, a lot of people, YouTubers, they hustle, they profit off of YouTube. And when it comes to us, our community, controversy sells. So if they could put a spin on something, and make it seem like, just to generate views and clickbait, they're gonna do it, right? Now Steven Jackson is trending because he was in the hood amongst gangs members, old block and all that. Um, and he was talking about checking in. A lot of guys is doing videos saying like he's glorifying gang violence and gang. How's he? First, I want to say this: how's he glorifying gang violence from saying that he checked in? If anything, he might have saved some lives that night. I got to do my research on because Chicago is a very active city. I got to do my research on how many shootings was going on that actual night when he was over there on Old Block with all of those young active, what you want to call them, because he basically distracted them from the time period that he was over there. But that's not being talked about. What's being talked about is how he is. But hey, to each his own, man. Maybe I'm getting a little in too deep tonight. So let's move on. Let's change topics. Apparently, the fight is going to get announced this week, man. Monday is July 4th. Monday is July 4th. The deadline is July 4th. So I'm hearing, well, according to YouTube and according to some of the more popular channels, July 4th is the deadline, is the date. The fight will be announced. But I say this, like I said earlier, right? I'm going to get back on code with it, right? For all these people, right, that are cool with Team Spence, right? Especially you guys that rock all his merchandise. If you do a lot of videos and you're rocking his merchandise and then you claim to be on the ends with him, you should have some type of insider information. You should have some type of insider information because if you do live streams and you rock I don't know what's the prices of some of his stuff. His prices is up there. But if you're rocking his merchandise and you claim you have ends with his coach, with him, different people in his circle, you should have some insider info that you can leak. Sometimes you could do third party leaks. You don't have to leak it. You guys ain't leaking nothing. A lot of you guys just be on here speculating, making shit up, man. Like making shit up. And then I'm gonna tell you, like, shout out to Crawford's sister. She killed all of y'all. That's why y'all are all in your feelings when she said what you guys really are, biased, uh, jock riders. She called you guys jockeys. You hear the fireworks going off, man. It's the hood, man. It's going down. July 4th is, like I said, Monday. So people are lighting it up already. But yeah, she blew y'all up, man. Because it's like I said, see if you guys wasn't biased and wasn't one sided, maybe you guys could get some inside info from Team Crawford. Because Team Spence ain't giving y'all nothing. It's so obvious. He hasn't been giving y'all nothing. Y'all tried to put the squeeze on him and get old boy his job back as strength and conditioning coach. Where did that go? I remember. I'm gonna speak on it, man, because like I said, man, this is the source experience. My channel was hot in real life. A lot of stuff that I was talking about that y'all tried to, uh, hide me from. See, one thing about a diamond, right? And shout out to Polo Ladon, Gary Antoine Russell. One thing about a diamond, a real diamond, no matter how you turn it, it's always gonna shine from all sides. See, so when y'all was always trying to turn me, I'm mad, I'm this, I'm that, I just turned and I still was shining. Las Vegas Strip with James Prince. Jahad Tucker getting signed, top rank. Source patch on ESPN. Top rank ESPN coming to the gym, calling me the media marketing agent. Always shining, right? But I remember a time ago, the whole community, they was pushing the narrative. They was trying to get the strength and conditioning coach back with Earl Spence. They was trying to put the squeeze on him. with the videos. It didn't work out. He hired the white boy, the nutritionist, the same guy. From my understanding, from my sources close to Regis Progress, is who Regis hired as a nutritionist. But Regis has a strength and conditioning coach. Shout out to my guy Evans, Fitness by Tubler, world class track and field guy. If you check my interview I did with Larry Wade, I mentioned him in that. He was a long jumper. He competed in a long jump against Carl Lewis, a lot of world class athletes. And I highlighted that how, you have a lot of strength and conditioning coaches in the boxing game that are track and field guys. Because if I'm not mistaken, I don't. If somebody's in the chat, please post the man's name, man. Deontay Wilder's strength and conditioning coach is a track and field guy as well. But hey, what do I know? What do I know, man? Yes, this is the Source Experience, man. Shout out to World Combat Sports in the building. Andrew Charles, NYT. World Combat had a dope show. Definitely check it out. I caught a little bit of it. I was in the gym watching it, listening to it. He was dropping that hot grease, man. Hot grease, man. Listen. And right now, I'm gonna piggyback off of what I seen on World Combats, right? The fight hasn't been announced yet, but apparently it's gonna be announced in a second. The Source right now has a GoFundMe going, right? I know a lot of people, like he said, a lot of YouTubers ain't gonna pull up on a fight, but we're gonna start a GoFundMe, right? Where we are going to try to arrange on sponsorships and get guys flights, hotel rooms. You might not be on the strip, you might not be in the MGA Grand, you might not be in the best hotel, but we'll get you a hotel. Now, you guys might have to do a refugee style. It might have to be like 5 or 6 or 7 y'all in the room. But we will get you to Vegas. We will get you down there and you can experience the fight. It's a little humor tonight, man. But yeah, a lot of y'all, that's how y'all gonna be having to have to move, man. Like I said, a lot of y'all talk Spence Crawford for the last 5 years. Never been to a Spence fight, never been to a Crawford fight. Some of y'all probably never been to a fight ever. Never covered a fight, never covered an event. It is what it is, man. It is what it is, man. Yeah, we gonna get them in their refugee style. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get them in their refugee style. Have like 10 of y'all in the room. You gotta just survive, man. Shout out to Ghostface, man. Cousin Ghostface, man. You know what I mean? I said D, aka D Lover. He said, 2 at the front, 4 at the head. I hate to sleep with Johnny P the bed. That's how y'all gonna have to move, man. 2 at the front, 4 at the head. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, and don't act like a lot of y'all didn't grow up like that. I did. See, it's nothing for me to be ashamed of, man. A lot of y'all grew up like that when y'all was at your nana's house or your auntie's house, and it was only a 2-bedroom apartment, but it was 15 people in the crib. That's what y'all might have to do for the Spence fight, man. Take it back to your childhood. A little humorous sauce tonight. Yes, man. Take it back to your childhood, man. When it was 15 people in a 2-bedroom apartment, right? When it was 15 people in a 2-bedroom apartment, man. You know, you did it then, right? So maybe you might have to do it for this Spence Crawford fight, man. 15 of y'all that sit around on YouTube hating on real brothers out here grinding, putting it together. Why don't y'all 15 get together? You know, panhandle, do whatever you need to do. Get the money up to attend the event, man. Like me personally, I know I can attend the event if I want to. It's all about if I want to. Cause like at the stage I'm at in my life, my kicks come from what I just did tonight. I pulled up and I had the youngins in there, and they go crazy over me. Every time I come in the gym, I see it now. They be like, Showtime, yo, Showtime, right? Listen, that's why I don't care about social media, right? Because I like when I go to to the rec and I go to different local shit, they be like, yo, Showtime, Showtime. They know I'm putting on for the city, man. So later for all this hoopla and all that other fake shit, T said I had some of the most fun with my siblings and facts, man. Me too, man. That's what I said, man. Two at the front, four at the head, man. I used to hate to sleep with Johnny P the bed. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. That's how some of these guys are gonna have to try to get to the Spence fight, man. You know, they don't got the funds. They don't got the funds, you know. They don't. It is what it is. Like I said, maybe they can get down there. Because if you get down there, trust and believe, even though this is the biggest fight in boxing, it's gonna be complimentary tickets floating around. Even if y'all in the nosebleed section, man, just get in there, man. Just get in there. Well, yo, truth be told, right? What's that? What's the name of that movie, man? I might try to watch that tonight when I wrap it up. I don't want to say the wrong name. White Boy Rick. Yo, remember White Boy Rick? Yo, the big time drug dealers. This is documented. When they went to the Hearns fight, the Hearns Hagler fight, and Tommy Hearns people finessed them. They didn't have their tickets. They was down there. They was guapped up, rich, mink coats, going down there to ball. They went to the it's called roll call. Well, I'm giving y'all the game right now. See, the source, right? When you have tickets, right? If say you fucking with a promoter, a manager, a coach, a fighter, somebody on the card, and they have some tickets for you, they will leave it at roll call. When you go to the event, you be like, all right, I'm gonna go to roll call and get my tickets. Your tickets will be presents for you. If you following my source tonight in the movie White Boy Rick, uh the I forget what I think what was the brothers' names, man? I want to say their real names, man, the actual names. But in the movie, Johnny, I think it was Johnny. It was they were brothers. They was rolling heavy. They went down there. They pulled up to the fight. They didn't have the tickets when they went to roll call, so they had to watch the fight from the bar. There's nothing wrong with doing that. If you in Vegas, you in Vegas, man. You know, pull up to a bar. Vegas is gonna be popping, but at least get to Vegas, especially if you are a true Earl Spence supporter. You know, don't steal the fight, man. You know, and I quote Rick Glazer, motherfucker, I stole it. You know what I'm saying? Don't steal the fight, man. Yeah, at least pull up. Go, yo, listen, Vegas is gonna be so live when they announce this fight. Even if you can't get to in the venue, it's gonna be so many fight parties. I remember, right? I'm gonna share one of my Vegas experiences. Me and my wife, it was her birthday, a couple years back. She's an August baby. When Conor McGregor and Mayweather fought, we was in Vegas for that. I didn't go to the actual fight because I just had got there. But I was there. Yo, listen, when I tell you everybody was there, LeBron James, Charles Barkley, I was around all of these guys. It was crazy, yo. It was crazy in Vegas. I was in Vegas for like I think 10 days. That's a long time to be in Vegas, man. I was in Vegas. I think we got there. We didn't come home to Labor Day, so I was in Vegas for a long time. I booked a long trip, man, because it was like my first. It was like my first time actually being able to travel and move around. We was in Vegas. We stayed in Vegas for almost like I think like 10 days. I think it was. It was a long time. Had a great time though, man. You know what I'm saying? Great time. I was at the Mayweather gym a lot over there in the Chinatown section. See, look, I'm giving y'all the sauce, man. Because a lot of y'all never been to Vegas. Y'all don't really travel. Mayweather's gym is in the Chinatown section. I was over there a lot of days. Rest in peace to Roger Mayweather. Roger was still alive. Those are the pictures that you've seen that I have with Floyd Senior, my wife, and them. Jay Leon Love. I was in the gym around orders watching sparring. just taking it all in. You know, great time, great experience. Moving around Vegas, man. And I always remember that. I remember getting there, right? Um, and the Mayweather fight was popping up. I was like, yo, we need to get tickets. And then I was like, yo, me being me, knowing the game, I'm like, nah, we don't need no tickets, man. Fuck it. All we gotta do is play one of the casinos that's popping. I got a fight party. Everybody's gonna be there after the fight. Sure enough, LeBron, Charles Barkley, everybody that was, yo, listen, they, whew, man, listen, that fight card after party, whatever you want to call it, the strip was just different, man. I always remember that, man. Like, I just remember that it was how epic it was. Like it was a movie, man. That's why I said when they talk this A side, B side shit, nah, these dudes ain't doing it like that, man. I can't knock Floyd's hustle. Floyd brings them out, man. Magic Johnson. Yo, just name a celebrity of who's who. And this is around the time when I was still raw and uncut, man. I just wish, right, but God prepares you for your journey in life. I got to experience this shit firsthand before I was like doing what I do now. Like, just imagine if I had my Canon cameras and all the stuff that I have now, that what I could have documented, that I was around, that I was amongst. But you know what God was doing? God was preparing me for what I am now, a media marketing agent, because I was just calculating and taking in notes and figuring it out. Like, oh, this is what they do. That's how they do that. And look what's unfolding now, man. Shout out to my team. Yes, I have a strong team. John Tucker's 8-0, a reliable, confidential source that is credible told me himself that they said Jihad Tucker was getting covered like he was a main event fighter. You know why that is? Because I know the game. But hey, what do I know? Let me say, what do I know again? What do I know? What do I know, man? Yeah, man. I'm focusing on the youngers now, man. I was in the gym today, man. I'm just so proud of the Suffolk Source and where it's at, man. 5 ringmaster champions, man, from Suffolk County, man. What's it looking like, man? And we have a national champion, and we have a national champion that they wanted us to go out there and fight in Wichita, Kansas, but we reclined the invitation because we want the end of the year joint one. But it's just dope, man. Just to see the growth of the gym and the program, man. Like I said, a lot of people trying to jump on the wave now, you know. Facts of life, combat. Facts, man. Um, and I was in the gym with the youngers, man. Shout out to my young boy Danny. Like, yo, listen, yo, you ain't even get to really see. Yo, I got some Spanish fighters, bro. We got some Spanish fighters. I just ain't giving y'all all the sauce, man. We got some Spanish boys about to come and tear the game up because like we showing y'all the whole perspective because when I sat back and I watched the whole YTC shit, right? They preach that divide and conquer. They try to push the racism narrative. Like, nah, listen. One thing about this Suffolk sauce, right? Our gym is so multicultural, right? I got some Mexican, Salvadorian, uh, Ecuadorian, South American fighters, bro. I just I just ain't really pushing them out there like that yet. But they out there already. Wow, you're gonna see. I'm like, damn, man. I should have really fucked with Shao, man. It's all good, man. Cause like I said, man, I'll be on it like Martin. How remember when Martin turned into Shaquille Sunflower and he told Cole said, yo, I thought we was boys. And what did Shaquille Sunflower say to him? He said, "I thought we were too." That's how the sauce is gonna be on it. I'm laughing. You see, I'm in good spirits, man. I'm in good spirits. That's how I'm gonna hit dudes. Like dudes that I know never supported me or didn't want me to win. I'm gonna be like, yo, it's all good, brother. I thought we were too. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, man. Like, I big my team up, man. Like, shout out to WCS. Shout out to my guy T Dog, D Ray Promotions, Uncle Platt, Stalwart Boxing Academy, Native Boxing Club. This all the real, man. You know what I'm saying? And when I say real, I'm not saying real and fake. I'm just saying the dudes that always was supporting. And I'm gonna play this right here, right? When I say always was supporting, they part of the 5%, man. Catch this sauce right here, man. I played this earlier, right? They part of the 5%. And I don't even call them, I call them supporters, but they part of the 5%. A lot of y'all is with the 95%.
5% of the people that follow you are your fan base. So if you have 1 million followers on social media and 50,000 people really rock with you. The other 95% of people follow you passively like a magazine at a checkout aisle, or they're nosy or they're haters. The other 5% are like, I rock with y'all. Yeah. And that's what you focus on.
I have a dude, right? It's so obvious, right? Because I watch the shit that you post. I watch everything. Like I said, the people that I fuck with, I give the same energy back to them, right? I got a dude, he always be claiming he fucks with me, right? Yo, he had to go underground because like I got to a point, I was like, yo, bro, you gotta get away from me, man. I don't know your intentions, I don't know your vibes. Like you claim you fuck with me, right? You claim you fuck with me, right? But this is this type of shit that you do. You constantly want to throw people in my face. You share shit to me of people that you know try to discredit me and devalue me. So that was the number one strike on you early. I'm like, bro, you don't really fuck with me. Why are you constantly bringing people up and sharing shit to me and trying to put in my face about people that you know don't like me, don't respect me, don't fuck with me? The number two thing was that brought it up that he was in the 95%, right? It's like, bro, if you see me growing, real life in the game growing, like it doesn't cost nothing to share. It doesn't cost nothing to like. Like you watch everything. You're a YouTuber to me. You're not. You don't even go to fights. You might go to a fight if it's in a big time fight and it's local, but you're not out here really networking. You've seen ESPN Top Rank come to the gym that I just highlighted once again today, and they throw the cameras on me and say I was a media marketing agent. You didn't even share that. When I posted it, you didn't even like it. So I was like, ew. But you claim you fuck with me, my guy? You don't fuck with me. You with them, like I always told you that. I said you with them, but that it is what it is. It is what it is. And and it's funny how they try to put the same Judas. I remember they called me a Judas, right? They called me a Judas, right? I wasn't solid, right? For somebody that's not solid, right? I have some of the strongest, most powerful, influential connections in the game, right? I'm gonna tell you something right now, man. I'm good. I'm at my house right now, right? I'm at my house, man. My kids, they in one's in their room, the other's in my room. It's crazy. Like they just take shit over, right? So I'm in my little secret hiding spot, right? But it's not even a hiding spot because they'll come in here and just crash this. But just say, right, shit got crazy for me. And my wife said, yo, you know what? Get out of here tonight. If I had to get out of here tonight, I can go stay in a penthouse suite. And if my guys on here, World Combat Sports can tell you this, right? World Combat has experienced that. Jihad Tucker, our whole team has experienced that. If my wife came home right now and kicked me out, and I had to go lay my head somewhere for a couple days and try to figure shit out, I would be in a penthouse suite overlooking the city. How many of y'all can actually say that? I can make a phone call to somebody and be like, "Yo, man, I'm going through a tough patch right now. I just need to get away, unwind, and do what I need to do." How many of y'all can say that, man? Overlooking the city, man. That's real talk, man. I'm humble, man. God is good. I'm blessed. How many of y'all can actually say that? That's out here on this YouTube. That's out here on this social media. These are all facts. And like my young boys like to say, we have receipts. We have receipts, man. Back to back fight camps, man. Um this last time though, man. Man, it was epic, man. I had to get out of there, man. I had to get out of there. I was like, yo, out of here, man. This shit is crazy, man. Two-bedroom apartments. Nasiah, come here. Come here, Nasiah. I just seen you move around. Oh, you got your robe on. Look, Nasiah is like, see, they're spoiled. Come here, come here, come here, come here. You got your robe on. How nice was the rooms when we went to see Jihad?
Really, really, really nice.
Yes. All right. Go ahead. You think you're Hollywood now? Where you get that robe from?
Mommy bought it for me.
Okay. Go ahead. Yes, man. Really, really nice. Yeah, man. Shout out to my guy Drew, man. Told you he'd be spoiling them, man. Should be this different, man. Word. Y'all gonna fuck y'all up, man. And please don't take offense to this, man. It's just comedy tonight, man. On my King Jaffe Jofa. He said, yo, the Waldorf Astoria. I told Joe that shit today at the gym, man. I said, yo, bro. I said, yo, man, don't talk to me about no rinky dink chicken wings and fried rice shit, man. I'll be in the Waldorf Astoria. What is this? Yeah, I got on my King Jaffe. King Jaffe said, what is this? What are you talking about? What is this? For real, man. Facts, man. Facts, man. God is good, man. I remember camping out the interviews at that hotel. Now I be running up and down to the executive floors in that motherfucker, man. For real, man. Taking power naps, man. Listen, I worked so hard for the when Lomachenko and Comey fought, man. Listen, I didn't even want to go to the fight. I was so fucking tired, right? I took a quick power nap, right? I took a quick power nap and then made over to the fights that night, man. But I was working so hard that weekend on my media marketing and shit. That's when Big Baby came out with he came out on his pimp shit, man. Man, I was working like, man, that probably was one of like, see, this shit right here is easy hustle, man. That's why I don't even when it comes to, YouTube and buying streams and all that, I'll be like, yo, these dudes ain't the goods to me, man. That's why they hate. That's why they don't want people to tap in with you. Cause they know they're not really on the front line. They're not putting in no real work. They software guys. They sorcerers. They like what I like to call like Doctor Strange. Remember how the black dude he bombed out? I was like, it's too many sorcerers. That's what they are. They're sorcerers, man. They trick a lot of y'all, man. You know. See, one thing about the source, right? I never tricked y'all, man. I was always raw and uncut. I was on my phone. Like now, I got a nice camera. I got a couple of different lenses, and I'm doing my thing. But I never had that. And like I said, salute to my guy, man. WCS, man. Scotty White. He was giving me the game, man, from day one. He was always an influential brother. You know, And I mean that, man, because it's like he put me on to the watermarks. He was just putting me on a different game, man. You know, real talk, different game. Like I remember, shout out to Polo. I interviewed Polo, right? And it was a fire interview, but it was like nothing for me because that might have been like my fourth interview with him. And Scotty was like, "Yo, you gonna put that out? They're gonna steal that. You gotta put a watermark on that." I didn't know nothing about the watermark shit at the time. Yeah, he put me on to the Jackal Fitness watermark. I used that and ran with it. I put that all over. Listen, that's why you gotta really watch the people that's around you. That Jackal Fitness brand blew up so big, right? That the Jackal rapper, he's probably still trying to rap right now. We wish him the best. Yeah, he got in his feelings, and I guess that's how he thought he was gonna come up. He was gonna try to act like I was trying to steal his identity. So what did I do? I shut all that down. I said, "Yo, here, you take that. I don't need that." What did I do? I remixed it and came back with the sauce. So hopefully he's doing something with that. But I know he's not doing nothing in boxing because he's nowhere in the boxing game. But you know, the Jackal Fitness brand was all over. You know, I just had to switch the name up. You know, that's all that was about. Hopefully y'all caught that sauce. Yes, man. Look at my guy Patrick, man. The Haitian sensation, Haiti, Sapa say. Man, that was one of the original sources. If you really trace the game, right, and you look at a lot of the source that's been all over the game from slogans to one of my other favorite slogans, right? I'm gonna tell you, man. That's why it's like I probably yo listen, man. A lot of fights when certain fights that I go to, I don't publicize no more. Like I said, I'm not gonna go to the Garcia Jose Benavidez fight, but my family's fighting on that, man. Bang Bang Wrestle Gang, man. If I just pull up for his fight, I'm definitely gonna link with them in the. I'll be out there in Brooklyn, fucking with them at the hotel. You know what I'm saying? I'll definitely be out there interviewing them and fucking with them in the hotel. You know what I'm saying? But it's like now how I move, right? I'm telling y'all, I'll be moving with my daughters, man. And the last event that I attended at the Barclays Center, like I said, if I had my daughters with me, I probably would be in Rikers Island right now. Or I probably would be up north. I probably would be on my way up north. But I would have killed somebody, bro. That chaotic niggerdom. You know what I'm saying? I'll be having my kids at events, man. And one thing about me, like, I'm a protector, provider, man. I'm gonna go all out, man. Like, it's no wildebeest blood in me. You feel me? It's no wildebeest. Like, see, a wildebeest would sacrifice their baby. A wildebeest, like when they do the Great Migration and it gets chaotic and the lions they're going through the different territories where the lions and the hyenas and the African wild dogs and all the predators be at. Yo, the wildebeest will kick one of their young over to get slaughtered to survive. See, I'm the exact opposite, right? If I got my youngins with me and it's chaotic, I'm gonna kill somebody, bro. I'm gonna snap a neck, right? I'm gonna do something that is so graphic. They're gonna be like, they're just gonna clear the path. They're gonna be like, yo, man, son is crazy, man. He got his kids with him. Get away from him. That's the type of vibes I'm on, man. When I have my kids with me, man. That's why I keep my kids with me. And I remember explaining that to Joe back in the day, man. We was at an event, right? And Joe was like, "Man, you're like a dope father. You're this, that, and the third." I said, "Yeah, man. I have my kids because if I'm gonna kill somebody. If they get stupid around me, I'm gonna kill them, bro. And I'm not gonna lose no sleep over it because I'm like, yo, I'm gonna stand tall. They can lock me up. I'm gonna go to trial. I'll sit in jail. But when my time comes, they're gonna understand where I'm coming from. So I'm gonna be like, yo, listen, I have my offspring with me. There was some chaotic shit. I did what a real protector provider is supposed to do. I was a protector. Like that Tank Davis event was disgusting, man. As a New Yorker, I was embarrassed. I was embarrassed, man. I was embarrassed. I have attended so many events at the Barclays Center. Yes, fights break out at the Barclays Center. You know what I'm saying? At fights, it does. But the amount of fights and the chaotic, yo, listen, man. I seen a brother do a video. There's a lot of shit I didn't speak on because I know if I speak on a lot of shit, they're gonna say, "Oh, you a rat? You this, you that." How? I'm no rat. Anybody get locked up? But there was so much just unprofessional ghetto shit just going on at that shit from dice games in the bathroom and yo, man, so many dudes got pounced out, bro. Like, you go to the concession stand to get a pencil. You was liable to see somebody get mocked out, man. Mocked out, man. It was crazy in there, man. If you know, you know. They didn't try to cover none of that. They tried to sweep all that shit underneath the rug. I was seeing dudes that motherfuckers love to watch every single day talking about. I know people that was there. Was you there? No, you wasn't even there. But you in New York. You in New York every single day talking about boxing. Wow, y'all in New York every single day talking about boxing. Y'all haven't been to none of the New York fights, and y'all know who y'all are. Y'all haven't been to none of them. We had yo, not for nothing, since last October. Probably could go back before that, but I'm just going off October. That's Jihad's first fight at the Hula that I covered. That I was there, and he was turned up. Since last October, New York City, specifically the Hula Theater at Madison Square Garden, had some of the biggest fight cards. Whether it was the card I just spoke on, where Zepeda, man, knocked out Josue Vargas, whether it was Lopez being, listen, being shot by Gambosa. That was at the Hula Theater. I was there. Major upset. Whether it was Katie Taylor, Amanda Soriano, undisputed in the Big Garden. Whether it was Lomachenko, Richard Comey. Then you had in March, Eddie Berlanga. I'm gonna keep calling him Eddie Berlanga. Edgar Berlanga. Now they followed that up in June. Eddie came back again, biting somebody. And then we followed it up with Joe Smith. A lot of these so-called New York big time platforms didn't cover none of those, man. I was at every one of them. Every one that I just named, I was there. I was at an event. I covered the event. It's only getting deeper now, man. It's only getting deeper, man. Man, I'm gonna give y'all 7 more minutes, man. Give y'all the hour, man. It's 10 o'clock. I'm still up. I'm still, very much energetic, man. I'm gonna bust down some more of my clam chowder, man. Yeah, he ended his career, bro. Andrew Charles, I'm gonna leave your comment up there. He ended his career. I watched him fight a couple weeks ago against the lone wolf from West Virginia. Dude is a tough man guy. Josue was busting him up. Josue ate a hard shot and caught a flashback to the Zepeda fight, man, and got stopped. Now the following week, right? It was Jihad Tucker's fight. I was in the coach's room. That's what I call it, right? I was in the coaches room because there was nothing but coaches in there. You had Andre Rozier, Coach Terry, Coach Music, Champ Five, and I brought that up to them. And see, one thing about the Source experience, right? When I get around my elders, my old heads, like what people like to say, old heads, right? When I get around these guys, right? I love to um pick their minds, pick their brains, right? So we was all in the suite, and I brought that up. I was like, yo, man, how y'all feel about Josue, man? I was like, yo, he took a hard shot from Zepeda, and I was like, yo, he fought a journeyman fighter and got folded last week. These are guys that have been around the sports forever, man, that have trained fighters and world champion fighters, been all around the world. Passport stamps off of boxing. They said it too. They said, yeah, he's done. They said he could never take a hard shot again. And then we talked about, that's why I love building with guys like that. We talked about fighters that were able to come back from shots like that. Manny Pacquiao, Roberto Duran. Everybody can't come back from that. Yo, the truth be told, my guy, man, the Hammer, Erickson Lubin came back from it, man. Yeah, he just got stopped recently by the Inferno, the big 6'7" motherfucker. But Lubin took a devastating knockout from Charlo early in his career. He bounced back, man. Yo, he was fucking Ferduna up, man. He just he just he just waited too long to make the adjustments, man. That was a hard fight, man. Let's see what happens with him. I seen him recently too. He looked good, but you need a lot of time off when you fight a war like that, man. But hey, what do I know? Shout out to Andrew Charles for that comment. That's a fact, T. He was winning that fight on the scorecard, man. You know what, man? Listen, I'm about to throw the link up, man. Guys is on YouTube, man. Click the link. I'm gonna put the link out there real quick. Click the link, man. I'm gonna let people rock tonight, man. Click the link real quick. Put the link out. I want guys to jump on, man, and just drop your sauce, man. That's how we feeling tonight, right? Let me throw this up real quick, right? So I can put the link out there. Click the link, man. I'll put you on. You don't have to stay on long. You could just give it 2 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever. Drop your sauce tonight, man. I'm gonna throw the link out there, man. Um, I'll use this one. How long is this video right here? I need to use a nice long video. Okay, here it is. Bomb. I'll use this video right here so I can get the link out.
You can beat me, man. I'm a real one. I'm here. I'm waiting. I've been beaten in the amateurs. I've taken L's before. We haven't taken L's in years, bro. Because we perfected the game, And when we're in the ring, we're not just fighting and just beating people up. We're outclassing them. We're finessing them. You know what I mean? As my trainer said, Bed Genny, smart fighters win, dumb fighters lose. He never said strong fighters win, weak fighters lose, fast fighters win, slow fighters lose, smart fighters win, dumb fighters lose, okay? Yeah. I fought a smarter fight against Danny Garcia, won that. I fought a smarter fight.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Keith Thurman. That's some classic vintage sauce. Remember interviewing that brother, man. Gave me the 2020 Dateline interview, man. Listen, man. I always wanted to see him fight Earl Spence. Earl Spence fought all his leftovers, but never fought him. That would have been a good fight, man. They just freeze Keith out, man. But Keith was still is a skillful guy, man. That would have been an epic fight because pretty much Earl Spence beat all his leftovers, but you never hear no talks of that or no videos on that. There's the link. You never hear no. Listen, Keith Thurman beat Porter, Danny Garcia. He just slipped up against Manny Pacquiao. But he beat all of these guys that they eventually let Earl Spence fight. But yet Earl Spence didn't fight him. I seen Keith wants 10 million to fight Boots. Low risk, high reward. He's trying to get paid. I understand the game, but I don't think they're gonna pay you that, man. They don't give that guaranteed type of purse out over there. But hey, what do I know? What do I know? He said Lubin couldn't adjust because he was eating uppercuts. Now Lubin, he just started fighting the right fight too late after he was all beat up and banged up, man. But you gotta remember he dropped Fortuna, man. Did I say his name right, Fortuna? Hopefully I am, man. Somebody correct me, man. It's always good to correct each other if I'm saying it wrong. If I'm saying it wrong, man. See, I got my hour in, man. I did my thing once again today, over close to 2 hours streaming, man. With the joint that I did on the clock earlier. And I was in the back unwinding. Fondora, there it goes. Fondora. World Combat always, man. Shout out to Scotty White on the check-in, man. What's going on, World Combat Sports?
Showtime. What's good, bro?
Ain't nothing, man. Just chilling, man. Chopping up a little boxing tonight, man.
Yeah, I see your young hitters, man. The media you putting out.
Yeah.
With the young hitters.
Oh, yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, I appreciate that, man. Yeah, Amani wasn't in the gym tonight. I was going to interview him, but he wasn't in the gym. He fought 3 fights last week. 1 off 3.
Wow.
He's doing this thing. Yeah, he fought back to back. He fought Saturday, and then he fought Sunday. So he was resting up, man. But the rest of the team was in there. So I highlighted them a little bit.
Yeah.
But I don't want to discourage the younger guys. The guys that's trying to break through. So I didn't really go too hard, like highlighting the guys that won.
True.
Because there's some young ones in there that they got potential, and now that they see that they got a chance, they ready to go, man. And it was showing today, man. But salute to you. I was watching you live, right? Man, you hit the hammer on the nail, man. Tomorrow I'm gonna set up a GoFundMe. And guys can donate to the GoFundMe, that they can get a flight ticket, a hotel room. It might be off the strip a little bit, but you can get a room. Yeah. You get a room. And
a little bit.
Yeah, you get a room. We're trying to get you to the fight, man. We're trying to get you to the fight, man. For real, man. Because these guys be going so hard for Spence and Down and Crawford, and you guys ain't even gonna pull up to the fight, man. They're not even gonna pull up to the fight, man. When the fight is announced, when it's announced.
If that fight is in November, I'm telling you, that shit gonna be too close to the holidays for them to come out and play, man.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be too close, man.
They're not. Yeah, they not gonna come anyway, man. That's why I said, man, you got some classic, man. I'm probably gonna go on your page when I wrap this up and repost that on my page, man. You got some classic, man. Rick Glacier said it best. He said, "Motherfucker, I stole it." Like, yeah, listen, man, they're gonna steal that fight, bro.
Yeah,
They're gonna steal that fight, man. That's why the industry. That's why Steven Espinosa and these guys are saying what they're saying, man, because they know a lot of fights is being streamed, and even the channels is saying it, right? They saying how I remember when the numbers came back, how a certain fighter's numbers was so low. They was doing videos talking about it was 8 million illegally streamed and all this. But when Bud Crawford fights, he just doesn't do numbers. Nobody the same 8 million didn't illegally stream his.
True. True.
You know, don't you can't just say they're illegally streaming your favorite fighter that you pushing a narrative for.
And they come
His
up with
fighters
some
getting
absurd number, bro. They come out with some absurd number.
man all the time. All the time, man. I was seeing I was watching your live and you mentioned the MTK Global. That's part of the reason why the fight is being held up. That's the new narrative.
Yes, man.
Man, that's crazy. So I
Yes,
guess
man.
Terrence
They trying.
Crawford, right?
Go ahead.
Terrence Crawford's gonna be on a ban. He can't travel to America. he, he can't. He's not gonna be able to travel. Yeah, they're gonna say, yeah, listen, you can't leave Nebraska. We could make the fight in Vegas, but you're on a
Yeah.
travel ban. You can't leave Nebraska.
They was trying to insinuate that Crawford went over to Dubai and had a meeting with DK or something like that. And
Yeah.
ultimately they was trying to insinuate that he had dealings with DK, and that's the reason why the fight is being delayed, because they're investigating to see if he had how deep was it with him and that guy. Yeah, man.
Mm.
It's always something new, bro.
And, they gotta spin it, man, because the fight ain't being made, man. Like I said, July is what 2-3 days away, man. July is 2-3 days away, man. The fight was supposed to been announced.
I hope it's announced on the 4th for their sake. I hope so.
Me too. Andrew Charles said, I just don't want to hear people that I know for a fact stream the fights talk about pay-per-view numbers all the time. All the time, man. That's why, man, World Combat got one of the classic drops, man. Rick Ledger said, motherfucker, I stole it, man. All you dudes be out here stealing the fights, man. Or be on YouTube acting like you are some time boxing supporters. Meanwhile, you streaming fights, man. You know the dudes that stream fights. Anybody that never pulls up to an actual fight or covers a fight card or any type of you're streaming the fights, my guy.
This is what they do now, Showtime. They'll go to IG and show the fight and have people, try to drop donations or whatever. That's what they're doing. They're streaming on IG and
Yeah,
try to collect donations from
and
streaming the
profit.
fight.
Yeah, and profit. Yeah. Man, I seen that plenty of time. I was in the venue and I seen the dude doing that. And I threw him I think I threw him $2 in the cash app. I'm like, damn, bro, this the new hustle? That's the new hustle? I paid for the fight. I'm broadcasting it live on my IG. At least throw me $5. I'm like, damn, that's the new hustle? Why not throw a fight party? I remember
True.
I used to listen, I used to throw something the illest fight parties, right? The illest fight parties, right? And I would charge, but then I wasn't even charging. But then I had to start charging because my fight parties were so extravagant as far as like the food. I used to have drinks, all that. So I'm like, yo, you gotta pay for something. You know what I'm saying? I remember one of the first L fight parties I had when Earl Spence fought Cal Brook. And that wasn't even a pay-per-view fight, but I just put on like an event. at the crib. I had the whole backyard. Oh, that's when I think I was like, I might have been like a couple years into my home. So I threw a big event. We had the TVs lit in the house, in the backyard, all that. And I charged dudes. And they was like, yo, man, that nigga Shaw's out here raping us, man. How? Like, listen, you guys paid $5. You had all you can eat wings, or like, you had all kind of Caribbean food for $5.
You know how we get sometimes. We don't appreciate the nickel. You just ask for 5. That's it.
You had liquor. You had top shelf shit. I wasn't being stingy like, nah, you can't drink that. You know what I'm saying? I had top shelf shit out there. Y'all was drinking all that. Yo, Shaw's out here profiting and all that. I was like,
so
man,
you saying they wasn't drinking refugee water?
nah. They was they was drinking top shelf. Listen, I had 3 different type of cognac. I had the
Dang.
Kvass, I had the Hennessy, and I had the Remy Martin. And then I had the champagne, I had the Merlots, I had the different wines out there, all that. You know what it was? The event was just so big, and dude was like, yo, he's on to something. It was like, yo, he's on to something. So you know how the hate comes in.
Yeah, that's wild, man. That's good shit.
You know?
Some people don't appreciate it, man. Like, you do it one time and it's jumping, and then come to find out one of the people that's at your place, they try to do it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And they finding out it's a little bit more that goes into it than just saying, let me go get 2 packages of wings, you know what I'm saying, and a Fanta fruit punch, grape, and some bags of chips. It takes a lot to plan a party, man.
Yeah. My joint was so turned up. I had we had like 3 different variety of wings. It was real, and that's what fucked everybody up. And it was a multicultural event. Like I said, it just wasn't us. Everybody came. I had my coworkers, my job, white guys, everybody, and a couple of people had came over here, and it was like, damn, this dude is like he's an underground promoter. What's going on? He did a fight party at his crib. He had a lot of people there. Like, but it's my crib. I could do that. It's like I'm not in the projects no more. I held an event on my land that I pay taxes for.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's
Yep.
what I remember I was telling my cousin in Lowndes County that I said, man, imagine I would have did it down here, man. I said I did it in New York and they was paying hard. I said, man, we probably could have. That shit would have been like a concert, bro, on our property down here, man.
Is it as far as the space? I don't know how it is over there, but as far as the space on your property, is there a certain amount of people you can have on your property for an event or whatever? Even though it's your property?
Nah. They don't be on like that. Listen, what they do is right. They'll come after a certain time and be like you got to turn the volume down. Cause
Okay, I got you.
right now, right. I know a lot of people that do this to this day. They be throwing house party jams. It be over 1,000 some people in their crib, or in their
Dang.
back, in their basement, all that. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you got the yard capacity space and you're able to have the people in your yard, as long as they not congregated out in the streets. But if they take it out to the streets, that's when the police is gonna come and shut it down. But as long as they in your yard is fenced in and all that, they can't really fuck with you. But you know how they gonna fuck with you? This how they. I'm gonna tell you this. This is what they do, right? I don't. Well, I know who does it, but I'm not gonna say all that. This is how they fuck with you. They will have the police camp out side of your residency and start pulling people over when they leave the event because they know they was drinking and
Oh
doing.
man,
You know how that
that's
goes.
yeah. That is, I can tell you from the parts I've been to. That's true. That's
That's what
absolutely. That's a fact
that's
right
what they
there, man.
That's what they do. Cause they know they like if they know you have it organized and then ain't no violence where it's fights breaking out and you doing everything that they tell you, like you keeping the people off the streets, that like they not congregating out in the streets and all that. They staying in the yard and all that. And how they throw the monkey wrench in. They set up shop around where you at. They have all kind of roadblocks and all that, and they pulling people over. You know, type of vibes they.
And that does go down in the hood, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? It does.
Yeah.
They pick and choose. They pick and choose the checkpoint. It's only
Oh,
usually when you in those areas, there's only so many ways that you can get out.
all the time. I know. That's why I didn't. Then we switched it up. We started throwing the fight parties at the barber shop. But when it went to the barber shop, like I don't own a barber shop. It's not my barber shop. It started going left. It always used to be fights there. I'm like, man, I can't have my name tied around this shit, man.
Yeah.
Niggas in there here fighting and like, nah.
What you been able to hold up for a second. I saw your Pat Day. Shout out to Patrick Day, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was only able to cover him once. That's when I was in Texas.
Frisco, I remember that.
Didn't really know who he was. I wish I did, but didn't really know who he was, to be honest.
Yeah.
And so up your way, did they have like a Pat Day? Oh, what's going on? They had a Haitian
Yo, all the time, like Freeport PAL always does something for him. Like he had
Okay.
a day where he's from in Freeport.
Okay.
Like
All
he
right.
basically got to the city and all that. But like I always told Captain Chaos, I said I'm gonna keep his name alive. You know, I got classic interviews and all kind of stuff with him. I just be holding off on it. I just throw it out there when I feel like I know the spotlight is on me. So I say, yo, when I
Okay.
know I'm shining hard, the brightest, that's when I'm gonna bring my brother back out. So y'all
What
don't
did they
forget him.
determine? What they determined the cause of his death?
I don't know about all that.
Okay.
I just know he could have been stopped earlier, man. Like he was
I know
losing.
somebody was
Um,
looking at your live and they asked me. I said, "Man, I don't know to this day. I don't know what was the cause. I don't know."
he just, you know what it is like. I don't want to speculate and say all type of stuff. But I just from what I have been told is they didn't have the proper medical shit available because he lost a lot of oxygen to the brain
Mm,
and they
okay.
didn't have stuff available.
I got you. I got you.
That's why he went into that coma. You know,
I remember that day too. I remember that day when the news broke. You know,
I
I thought he was
I
gonna
just
be okay.
I remember watching the fight, man. And Charles Cornwell was getting on. I'm like, yo, let's stop the fight, man. He's not winning. He's coming from back to back wars. Because remember, he fought
Hmm. Yeah.
what's my name with the A? The Dominican dude, Bronco, Carlos Adame. I might be saying it wrong.
Carlos
Adame.
Adames, yeah. Alames,
He
something like that.
he fought him. Yeah, he came
Hmm.
back and fought Charles Cornwell. So he wasn't like. That's why I said, man, he reminds me. He doesn't turn down smoke. He didn't say, nah, man, give me an easy touch. He wanted with back to back warriors.
I mean, I don't think a lot of people knew Conwell was, really like that. Not that he wasn't like that, but he was still building up his name too.
Nah, he was like that. Everybody
Oh, they
knows, man. He's
already
a
knew. No, I'm not talking about physical
uh,
detriment. I'm talking about his popularity. Like right now, more people know Charles Conwell, you know, especially coming off that Wendy two front and
So yeah,
and I forgot the other
but
dude's name, but
for
now I was
Charles Carl,
talking. Go ahead.
for Charles Carl, right? You don't become an Olympian. You know how hard it is to be an Olympian
Yeah,
to represent the country, the rigorous wars you got to go through, qualifying just to represent the country. So he's an elite man. He's one of the best. Like, yeah, listen, I told somebody this the other day, and I'm not gonna say who I said it to, because they quote unquote a quote unquote expert. But I said, yo, Charles Conwell will fuck up Jamel Charlo right now.
yeah. Here's the truth right now. I mean, look, I was talking about more so popularity, but the way he went in there and systematically broke down Wendy, I was like, damn, this dude can box his ass. I was like, all right, cool. Like
Yeah,
he's all about the smoke, man.
I had to break that shit down to somebody. I said, listen, man, from a boxing strategist standpoint, right? I said, after I seen what he knocked my man out, right? He granted he walked through the fire, he knocked him out.
Yeah.
But I said, seeing what dude was able to do against him and not one but two fights. I said, yo, Charles Conwell will break his ass up. Joe Harris voice. He said, I
Mm.
broke his ass. I broke his ass up. Yo, Charles Conwell will break his ass up, man. Bad
And you
news
know
is
he's up in the top. He's up in the top 5 in some of those rankings at 54. Man, he's up there now.
yeah,
I
bad
remember
news will break his
Conwell was in the back half of the 15, top 15.
bad news will break his ass up, man.
Yeah,
Dude could
bad
fight,
news.
man. Well, he could fight, man. See, one thing about the Sauce, right? I'm not a hater, bro. I'm not gonna hate on a fighter. I'm not gonna throw shade on a fighter. If a man got a knuckle sandwich game, he got a knuckle sandwich game, man.
Yeah, he does, man. There's no disputing that. Charles Conwell is legit official. It's only a matter of time. Like I don't know how long he gonna stay up there. You know, Sebastian Fundora, but
Until the
you know,
industry gives him fight, yeah. They gotta
yeah, I
just
just
give him
look
this.
at some of those names. I know Tim Tszyu supposed to be next in line. I don't know who's going to be next in line for Charles Conwell though. That's a big name.
I think Charles gonna stop Tim Tszyu, man. That's a safe fight for him.
Mm.
They do a lot of safe fights up there. Give
Oh yeah,
Charles
yeah,
Conwell,
yeah.
give Charles Conwell a chance. Give Fundura a chance. You know what I'm saying? Give these guys a chance that's out here putting it on. Tim Tszyu beat Terrell Goucher. I fucking we watched my man Lubin beat him. So that
Hmm.
qualifies him for a title shot.
I have no idea because look, the fight he had before that, right? Was it Jamonte Clark out of Cincy?
Yeah.
He knocked him out in the second round. So being that Jamonte Clark lost to Sebastian Fundora, and you know Jamonte Clark lost to Terrell Goucher, I don't know how that excelled him to that position. I don't know who was the fight that got him to that. I don't know because coming off that loss with Erickson Lubin and then getting in there with Jamonte Clark, stopping him in 2 rounds, it's almost like he was rewarded. You know what I'm saying, for something because in my opinion, that should have been the first loss Sebastian Fundora had was Jamonte Clark. I thought he beat him.
Yo, Clark beat him. You know what it is? And I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna try to be as politically correct as I can. When your team, and I mean your management, your promotion, ain't as strong as the opponent that you're faced against, and you are brought on as a B-side opponent, you're never gonna get the right end of the stick.
I got you.
You're never gonna get the right end of the stick.
And you know what's funny you say that because I asked your Monte, I say, man, because I saw him let me see. What did I see him? I forgot what I saw him at the fight. I said, what's going on, brother? And you know, some of these fighters, I don't know if they come off a loss or something. They act like nobody ain't fucking with them. You know what I'm saying? So they be incognito. I said, what's up, Jamonte? You know, dap him up and shit. So I asked him, I said, man, I always thought you beat Fundora, man. You know, I say, you know, what's up with that? He somewhat said the same thing, like, you know, they be pushing who they want to push sometimes. And that's
No,
a bad thing. That's a bad feeling to have as a fighter. You go through all the rigorous of training, right? You get in there and you spar. You putting in work, and you doing damage. You taking damage. To go in there and get, you know, somewhat robbed, you know, displaced.
yeah, that's the game, man. Boxing is the grimy game. That's why fighters that I fuck with, and I be like, yo, don't rush, man. Get with the right muscle. Get with the right. If you don't have the right muscle behind you, this boxing industry is gonna spit you out and do you dirty. It doesn't matter how good you fight, bro. They're gonna shit on you. They're gonna shit on you. I know countless fighters that are nice, that are nice, like grade A nice, but they with the wrong people and they get shitted on. They get shitted on. They get shitted on to the point where the people are so shitted on hard, they have resentment for the others that are shining. But it's like, nah, bro, don't hate on somebody that's shining because
Yeah.
they not letting you shine. It's not about that, man. What they did is they seen your potential, but whoever you got backing you, they don't respect them. So that's why they shitting on you.
Damn.
They know the goods. They know you the goods, but they just don't respect who you got backing you. And we talked about that a little bit off air. How
Hmm.
a um, manager just been losing all his fighters.
Yeah. I was just watching a video today of a fighter that was talking about who's signed up at that time, and the situation that occurred when he went and sparred another fighter. And they say, why you ain't in the ring again? Why you ain't doing this? And you know, he was signed to that person. You
Yeah,
know, he was
yeah.
signed to that person, and the fighter he sparred couldn't believe why he wasn't out there, you know, getting his career jump started. You know what I'm saying? Pressing that gas so he can get that notoriety. Yeah, man, it's crazy, man. It's almost like eh, he's a mole or something because he get these good fighters and he move them slow as hell.
He ain't the business. He's not the business. They gotta get with the dudes that's the business. Like that's affiliated with people that can make a phone call and be like, yo, man, this guy gotta fight, man. This guy gotta fight, man. I was telling somebody this shit today, right? That's why I love building with you, World Combat, because you know how to keep me subliminal and not kill people, right? I was building with a fighter, and I was telling, I said, yo, man, you always want to keep telling me about this route and that over there, but I said, yo, how many fights are they fighting a year? Are they active?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, that's where you want to go, and that's the majors. I said, yo, when you on the majors, I was telling him, I said, yo, bro, it's different levels. I said, the minor leagues, you gotta grind and do what you gotta do. When you on the majors is supposed to take care of you. You just gotta keep winning your fights. I said, that's the major league level you want to go fuck with over there, and they fighters ain't even fighting like that. Where's their
Mm.
fight card? He was like,
I don't know
he was
why
like,
anybody want to do that. You never know, man. I don't know what go through their mind. Why they want to get with certain people. Who is the first one to pass the word though? A lot of this stuff is word of mouth. Especially when you're coming up.
Yeah.
For a fighter, you coming up, oh, so and so good. He managed so and so. He this, that, and the other. You know, but and then there's managers that only sign who they want to sign, and because they feel they're getting some good cream of the crop fighters. Other managers, they just feel like, okay, I'm gonna get a paycheck out this guy. He don't know I'm gonna get a paycheck out of him as big as I am, but I'm gonna get one, and I'm just gonna milk him. I mean, it's always a hustle, man, in this boxing game. Always, bro.
Nah, boxing is dirty business, man. But like I always say, when it comes to the fight game, though, man, like a lot of fighters, and man, I don't want to throw nobody under the bus, man. A lot of fighters, a lot of the big fights be getting pushed back because a lot of fighters can't really get down. How
Mm.
people be they get down.
What you mean? They really can't fight, but I don't
And
know.
yo, man, I'm gonna say this, man, and this is no slight at anybody, man. Shout out to Bud Crawford. Shout out to Earl Spence. Man, has Bud Crawford ever caught an eye injury from a sparring partner?
Hell no.
Has a random we don't know beat him up to the point where he had to have a fight pulled off.
I never seen it. I never had it
That's all.
come across
That's
my
all,
timeline.
yeah, that's all I want to say. But hey, what do I know, man? What do I know?
Hmm.
I ain't trying to start no shit up tonight. I'm just saying, like, mm, when we talking about boxing, dudes be on here just talking crazy on people and different shit. But like, has Bud Crawford ever been beat up from somebody that you never heard about, and his fight had to be pulled off? A mega fight?
Hell no. Not that close.
That's all I wanted to know, man. All I wanted to know, man. Cause it's like I'm gonna say this, man, and this is no shade. They're gonna say, "Yo, Sauce, you mad? How am I mad, man? I'm just coming back off a vacation. I'm living my life. I got a whole bunch of new cars and bikes and everything. So why am I mad now, man? Gotta make it make sense when it comes to me. I'm mad about what? I'm just calling a spade, man. Um, I never seen Bud Crawford go through a fight camp and get beat up from a spawn partner. I'm not saying somebody got beat up from a spawn partner. But I never went through a fight camp and seen a spawn partner beat up Bud Crawford, and this fight had to get postponed.
I agree. I agree with that. That
Yeah,
hasn't hit the timeline at all. Especially a big fight.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Especially a big fight.
yeah,
What
man.
what can we remember at welterweight? I think when the fight was originally scheduled, I think the fight happened with all his fights
Man,
up to welterweight.
man. Then I'm gonna say this too, right? Then they gotta bring out YouTube comedians and try to clean it up.
Dude was in the car and said,
Yo,
"Oh
the past
man, he hit me
dead.
so hard. I was down for 2 rounds. Come on, man. Were you in shape, first of all?"
Yeah, the power, man. The power is just there. Where was the
That dude,
power at? When my man damn near detached his retina.
mm,
Where was the power at there? But hey, what do I know? We always gotta say that allegedly. Allegedly. Where was the power at there, man? I,
I
I
don't
still
know.
I still can't find my man. I'm trying to find that guy, man, that did that, man.
Oh, that you can't find that inside the ironclad walls, man. That's goddamn 6 feet, thick. You know what I'm saying? 20 feet tall. Constantino while on the perimeter.
That's what, yo, World Combat, man. Between me and you, OG Scotty, that's what I've been looking for. I'm like, I need to talk to him. And I don't even want to talk to him on live. I want to talk to that dude off the record. I'm like, bro, what did you do that just fucked their whole formula up? Because when that shit happened, their whole formula got fucked up. They folded their biggest money fight in history.
Yeah, man.
That
And
was their
somebody
biggest
told me
fight.
dude live in Texas, man. I don't know how true that is. I heard
Yo,
he was living in Texas. I forgot the rest because it was like it dropped off from there. Like it was nothing to attach it with. I say he's living in Texas. He's living there temporarily because I heard that they be putting sparring partners up in hotels for a certain period of time, and when they get that work in, then they leave.
yeah, they do.
So
They pay dudes like 7 or 10 racks, and then they slide out. But I'm like, damn, dude touched them up good, man. Who was it?
yeah,
Who was it? Yeah, they probably still paying him to this day. See, yeah, he been under the radar.
who?
The dude that touched him up and that retina.
Yeah, he ain't allowed to talk about it though. That's the deal. Like you haven't heard him on TBV. Man, it's just like they keep them banished or ostracized from reality media, especially when it comes to this boxing. And I don't blame them. Like, okay, most of the boxing shit has a YouTube channel. It ain't no way around it. But you have to sift through the ones that's legitimate or not. That's the scary part. But then, if you're gonna get the exposure, go ahead and get the exposure.
Nah, you know what it is? He said it best. He's on his job. He's getting fed right now. They still paying him. Cause truth be told, he beat boy up. He busted him up. So they still paying him hush money. Like, nah, please don't expose it. Don't expose it. We're gonna give you this. We're gonna keep giving you this. We're gonna keep giving you this. That's why they like nobody can't find him. Cause they still paying him.
That's not the life you want to live, shoot, because somebody knows something. Come on, man. Somebody knows something. Look like when Nino walked into the room, what I'm saying, at the Carter in New Jack City. I know somebody knows something.
Yeah. Now listen, it's coming out slowly but surely. And they know it.
If he's that good, though, shouldn't he be boxing? He has to be boxing somewhere, though.
Yo.
I wonder what weight class he in.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this. He might be. You know how boxing is. Boxing is corrupted.
I think he might be boxing somewhere. He might be right under our eyes, and you don't know, because no one really got a good look at him. Come to find out, from what I heard, IFL TV allegedly was the ones who released the footage.
Yeah.
So they did get a small glimpse, but besides that, man, that shit's been incognito.
I'm gonna just put this out there. They're gonna get mad at me for putting this out there, right? For the real media and everybody want to really know who it is. I heard he's a Virgil Ortiz spawn partner. That's Ortiz's credibility in saying Frank Martin, not that Virgil Ortiz. But hey, what do I know?
What? Oh shit.
Do I know? You know?
What do I know?
No.
Damn.
And then I said, damn, that makes sense. I said, man, I'll just be sitting back and watching. I said, damn, they is talking about how Virgil Ortiz was stopped by Frank Martin.
Well,
Okay.
seeing what Maurice Hooker was able to get in, you know what I'm saying? And the other guy, um, Green Machine dropped him, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it that it happened. I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah. That, that,
One thing I
that,
respect about Virgil Ortiz, though, he's about to smoke. And then when Jim Gray asked him, "Are you sure you're ready?" I don't have to be ready. I just want to fight.
right. Yo, let me ask you this. Wouldn't that be the biggest fight of Dallas, Texas? They all Dallas boys. The Mexican.
Supposed to be, but you know how politics is. You know, I mean, you know how politics is. They trying to raise him up and keep him clean until the old guard move out, and then they can open up some of them areas where he can get that chip. Um, it's hard to it's hard for me to think that once the old guard do relocate, that they'll be able to come up with a new rivalry. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I don't know if it can be a Virgil Ortiz, Jerron Ennis rivalry. I don't know if it can be a rivalry going on up there. I don't even think it can be a Jahad Tucker, Jerron Ennis rivalry because it just seems like it's difficult for two black fighters to even fight right now. So
Yeah.
if the shit does happen this year, how quick of a turnaround would it be in the next couple of years for Jahad to get his shot, the title and all this and the rivalry ensue? Will we go through the same thing? 7 years a motherfucking slave? I mean, I don't know.
Nah, from what I was saying, the rivalry that they want Spence versus Virgil Ortiz.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is I don't see that being a rivalry though.
Nah, it's not a rivalry. It's just the passing on to the Texas guard.
Mm.
You know, maybe Jerry Jones wants to buy 12,000 tickets for Virgil now. Virgil been stomping. That's all
Yeah,
I'm saying.
yeah, yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
He has paid his dues up there in two fights. Two tough fights. He paid his
That's
dues,
all
man.
I had. But hey, what do I know? I gotta always say that. Do I know? You know, what do I know?
I mean, when it come down to it, um, I don't know, man. Just everything, every time you want to talk about bring a fight into the conversation of welterweight is Crawford Spence, but yet there's the unknown out there. We don't know what, when, and where. You know what I'm saying? We need to know the what, when, and where.
Yeah,
And once we get that figured out, then we can start kind of predicting when the next in line is gonna, be at the helm. You know, Jerron Ennis is the mandatory for the IBF, so that's either gonna go one way or the other. Vacate or what? You know what
yo,
I'm saying?
let me say this: if he vacate, what does that say about Ron Ennis? Because everybody always talking like unproven. He's not really that. So if he makes a big dog, a big fish, Moby Dick, vacate and run off, what does that say?
Yeah.
Huh?
It's gonna be crazy the next two years on how the welterweight division develops. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be wild on seeing what development, who shifts, who moves. You know what I'm saying? The shifts and moves, and see who's able to. Because in my opinion, it's not as deep as we would like it at 47. Like even with the new guard, you know, you got the Sander Martins.
He went up
That's
to 154. He jumped up quick. He was at 154 now.
I thought he was in the top. He was in the top 5, welterweight. So he left before without even getting a shot. He probably felt like Spence Crawford wasn't going to happen for another decade, so he got out of Dodge, man.
Didn't I say that they hold up the welterweight division? I said that too, but they don't pay attention to the source. It is what it is. They hold up the welterweight division. Keith Thurman had to come to say it, and not Keith Thurman is a hater for saying it.
Is Keith Thurman still what he doing? Any I haven't seen that out there on the docket for him, man.
He's just still him. He's on his flu, but he's training because he's still on weight. He wants to fight early, man. He wants to fight EJ. I know that.
But see how petty they are over there. They be holding grudges on fighters and they don't fight. You know what I'm saying? That's what they do over there. Charlos did the Andrade. I mean, and then of
When you,
course when he was calling out Keith
you,
Thurman didn't respond. So now
you,
you're gonna
you
hold a grudge on him.
yeah, when you're protection, your daddy's gonna take care of you. You're gonna do what you're gonna do.
I don't know. Keith Thurman, man, I always felt like he was a solid freaking champion when he was unified. Real talk. I felt his boxing skills was certified. He wasn't no chump. He might have went through a period where it was his personal life with his wife, falling in love with his wife and that whole stint, and also having some injuries. So
The
at
only
that time, he probably just took a little bit more time off than he thought with his girl while he was nursing his injuries, and that's why he didn't give him the fight.
that questions me on Keith Thurman is the body attack. Other than that, Thurman is man, he can fight.
But how many people hurt him to the body? Like 2, right?
Yeah, you had my man from Brooklyn. His name is slipping my mind right now. The Puerto Rican dude. He broke him with a body shot. Um, Anybody in the chat, man, feel free to my man. What is his name? He's a journeyman now. Yeah, he
Who?
keeps
Who?
with a fish's body shot in Brooklyn. Yeah, what is his name? Uh, Louis Collazo told you to come to me. Give me a
Oh
second.
yeah, Colazzo, man. Shout out to Colazzo, man. Yeah,
Louis
tough
Collazo
man.
told him I was there. Yeah, I told you to come to me. Give me a second. Louis broke him down with body shot. He, did what he did. He survived the storm, finished him. But Louis Collazo, like I said, I've been around so much boxing. So I said certain guys' names, it be slipping my mind, but it don't slip my mind. I just don't be wanting to disrespect them, call them out their name. But Louis Collazo, you know, good fight, man. As I said, yo, Keith Thurman, they be hating on Keith. I really want to see Keith and EJ fight, man.
But it seemed like Errol Spence really don't want to, give the access because once again, when he was calling, it fell on deaf ears, and Keith Thurman wasn't willing to give him the shot, man.
He would have got his shot, man. He's just, they like I said, that's the petty camp over there. The petty champs. Like, yo, you fought every one of this man's leftovers. Why
Yeah,
not fight?
yeah, he did. Yeah,
Why
he
not?
did.
Why not fight him? You gotta make it make sense, champ. You out here fighting everybody that he fought, and then you don't want to fight him because of some petty social media issue. That don't make no sense. That don't only make Crawford transfer even that tougher.
That's some old news too.
Yeah, it is. It is. That's why I said they need to fight, man. They need to fight, man. You know, cause I already see how they try to wait for Boost to get. Oh, Boost is 25. Boost needs to be in the limelight right now.
Yeah.
How long y'all gonna wait for him to get old, man? Like I said, Team Tucker, man, we stomping, man. We not with that shit. We not with it, man. Like
What it do?
they calling dudes out, and dudes ain't even fighting, man. That's why I said tomorrow when we wake up, hopefully the fight is announced officially. I don't know, some YTC shit like, yeah, make the fight happen, man. Y'all not confident. And y'all not confident in your God.
Hopefully, Jihad don't run into no roadblocks with the climb he's having,
Dun, dun,
and the
dun.
performance he's putting on. You know, that people start getting a little cold feet.
So yeah, we talked about that today too in the gym. That's gonna come. It's coming. Low risk, high reward.
Hey,
Come.
what's up, fellas? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Okay, what up?
What up? What up?
Chilling.
Who's that? D-Ray?
Yes,
D-Ray.
sir.
Oh, what's good, D-Ray? What's good?
I'm good, man. Just trying to listen to y'all chop it up, man. Go ahead, bro.
No,
Now,
we just up here miscellaneous topics.
Hey,
That's all.
hey, check it out though, bro. I got your next Chronicles though. It's called Cold Feet, huh? You gonna go from hot grease to cold feet on them?
Now I got to stay with the hot grease because hot grease does a
No,
lot of
no,
damage.
yeah, no. I'm talking about for the next generation.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. After the hot grease is finished, then we got to go to the cold feet, huh?
It's gonna
It's
be
gonna be a
wild,
whole
man.
no,
Watching these.
new carpet players, but same characters. Go ahead, bro.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna be wild watching these youngins, man. Start to climb that ladder even more and get into these positions to fight for a title over the next couple of years. It's gonna be pretty interesting, man. Because a lot of cats that I seen boxing when I was like a little bit younger, they're gonna be phasing out. Like a lot of them already have the heavyweights, you know. Now, the middleweights, all the cats that, some of the cats that was in the boxing hall of fame. We damn near the same age. Them who I seen grow up. You know what I'm saying? I seen them grow up
Our
fighting.
contemporaries.
Yeah, man. The contemporaries are in the hall. Now
Hey,
we just
and you
got
know
the
the
young.
sad truth is some of them is younger.
Yeah. Yep. It's pretty crazy what's in store. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot that's in store, man. What y'all think about Bam, man? Is he the star that they say he is? They getting behind him. He just signed a multi-year contract, man.
Well, tell me this though, bro, because you probably know better than me. How would you have rate his opponent, the 50-5 guy?
Well, Sor Rungfasai, man, he's a multi-time world champion. and
Yeah, man.
he's qualified. He's official. You're talking about the only guy to beat Roman Gonzalez in his career twice. He knocked him out. He was the first one to knock out him. After he beat him in the majority decision, he knocked him out. You know, him and Juan Estrada had a rubber match. Well, they was waiting to have a rubber match, and Juan Estrada freaking elevated to franchise champion, but they won and won. So that's another top name that was there. Roman Gonzalez won, Juan Estrada, Carlos Cudras. Carlos Cudras is who he was supposed to fight in the rematch. And Cudras had beat him before. You know what I'm saying? He had beat him. So he got
combat, bro. It's almost like you like an encyclopedia. Go ahead, bro.
I'm saying he caught COVID, dropped out the fight. Bam Rodriguez came in, won the title. So Rong Fasad come back around, man, get his shot, and he gets stopped. Wow. Crazy.
Hey, not to go too far off though, but Combat, I was just wondering, bro, are you gonna do something for that upcoming UFC card? I seen like a little story for it, bro. Kind of looked like it was interesting. I think at least one of them guys I heard you talking about before.
I'm trying to find out who's the main event though. Which
I think
because
it's
UFC throw multiple
maybe
cards.
Sandra or something like that.
The what?
Sandra or something like that.
Israel Adesanya?
Yeah, man. See how you can say them names so good, bro.
No, I'm just saying I study the fighters. What I can't pronounce.
I know you do. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah. So Adesanya, man.
You got a lot of respect for him, right?
He's a bad dude.
Yeah.
Adesanya's a bad dude, man. Like his only loss, of course, is against Juan Blachowicz. You know what I'm saying? The light heavyweight. It's not even his division. Somewhat the same thing that happened to Canelo Alvarez. You know what I'm saying? He moved up from middleweight to light heavyweight. And light heavyweight over there is 205. Middleweight is 185.
That's a hell of a climb, ain't it?
Huh?
I just said that's a hell of a climb.
That's a hell of a climb, ain't it?
Yeah, hell yeah.
That's a hell of a climb. And he got beat up by Juan Blachowicz and went back down to dang middleweight.
Yeah, I was just wondering, bro, if you was gonna do any content on there before that.
Yeah, probably.
Hey,
I just have to take a.
It kind of looks like his opponent is coming in hungry, though, bro. I don't think it's like no, I think it's gonna be a battle.
Let me
Yeah, no, bro, you ain't gotta do it now. I'm just saying, sometime before that fight, bro. I just want, I like your breakdowns of it, so I'm just like, shit.
I just gotta check and see if we on the same sheet. On the same sheet.
I think it's on the second. It's supposed to be on the second. It's UFC 1002 or something like that.
UFC what?
I just made up a number, bro. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was about to say they still in the 200s, dog. I got you. So, yeah, Jared Cannonier. Yeah, Jared Cannonier. He used to be a heavyweight, and he dropped weight down to middleweight. That's gonna be good, man. That's going on July 2nd. Yeah.
Yes,
for sure. And that's gonna be a title. See, the one thing I like about the UFC, they always have more than one title fight on there. Alexander Volkanovski is fighting Max Holloway for the third time.
Are they 1-1?
No, they 0-2. Volkanovski won 2 of Max Holloway used to be the featherweight champion, and Volkanovski, he came in, he took the belt. Max went in there, and freaking try to. Get his belt back, lost again. Now this is a trilogy. See the UFC don't care about that 0-2 type shit. They'll send you off and fight some other people and then bring you back. Okay, champ. You used to be champ. I'm giving you a third time. Let's go.
Yeah.
He's
That's
going.
the
This
real.
is trilogy, and he's 0-2 against Volkanovski.
Wow.
Sean Strickland, very tough man. Alex Pierre, Robbie Lawler. I wish he would retire though. He took so much damage against Roy McDonald. You know, I
That's an
do. I wish he
OG for
retired,
real,
man.
huh?
Yeah, I just don't want to see him like the amount of damage he took start to barely speak and shit.
Yeah.
But I like the crippler. I mean, I like Robbie Lawler, man. Ruthless Robbie Lawler.
Yeah.
It's a good card. I'll definitely be covering this card. This is a good card.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Because I know that you put that sauce on it like no other though, bro.
Wow, Mace. Oh shit. She got her shot now. Oh snap.
Who this?
That's crazy. Cause she asked me to sponsor her when she was on the lure. It's just look, check this out, bro. I covered this chick down at a particular gym doing sparring. She does boxing and MMA. So I did an interview with her and everything. It's on my YouTube. So after that, I didn't hear anything. Like you got to tread lightly with these female fighters because they always think male media is trying to get close to them and all that. She's a nice looking chick too, but she came out of nowhere one time and say, can you sponsor me for my next fight? No hello, no courtesy, no etiquette. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, can you sponsor me for my next fight? $150. I was like, dang, that's it? Like, I mean, like, I don't even know where you fighting at.
Right.
You didn't mention anything. I'm like, dang, girl, what? She got her UFC shot now. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm happy for her though. I'm happy
Absolutely.
for you.
He said, but at least give me a hamburger and some Kool-Aid, huh?
For real. With some sugar in that motherfucker. Some. Old school, like you used to do down south. You used to see the sugar sitting at the bottom of the container. That's a good ass card, man. Shit. That's a good card right there. Real talk. That's a good card.
All that sugar at the bottom of that container, though, bro, that gets you in trouble.
But back then, that's what they used to do. Yeah. All the sugar that was in the bottom of the Kool-Aid or the tea, that was a normal thing in the South, man.
Yes, sir.
So I don't know if that's the reason why people was dying so early with diabetes or something. I don't know, man. Like,
yeah,
that's how they used to make that shit, though.
Oh, without a doubt.
Donald Cerrone is on this card too. Damn, that's another person, right? I want to. Huh?
That's Cowboy, right?
Yeah, man. I hope he retires, man. One. Cowboy's 36-16 now. Damn. This dude has lost his last 3 fights.
Sound like another one who shouldn't be out there, huh?
Damn, dog. He got it. He got it good though. He has a school on his property. All that. He has guys come out there and train on his property. Have a dormitory he built. Okay. He real handy now. He's much punishment. He good. He's skillful, man, with the trade and everything. He can fight and he can build. He's fighting a guy he already beat before, Jim Miller. But that don't mean anything because a fighter can decline. A fighter can decline and come back, and the one that was defeated in the beginning, come back a bit better than what he was before, of course. So.
Oh yeah. It all depends on that focus and determination as well, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because if one of them, is every day he go to sleep and he wake up and he just thinking about that dude that beat him, you know what I mean? And he go train and he put it in and the other dude overlook him, it don't take much.
Yeah.
Not even overlook.
I might be trying to do an interview. It's this kid that was his first interview. He's a BJJ world champion now. I was his first interview when he started off grappling. I've been trying to get another interview. I interviewed him twice already. Him and his brother, man, a beast. They're not even 18 years old yet. I don't think.
What?
Let me see. No, I think the oldest turned 19. Yeah, I think it turned 19. I interviewed him when he was 17. You
See, bro,
know.
that's the thing I appreciate you about you and Showtime, man. Is y'all document them starting young. You know what I mean? So y'all can really get the full book on them, or as close to the full book as you can get.
Yeah, man. That's where the diamonds are forged at, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, a lot of people like for that microwave, huh? They want them to pop out and be 15-0 and
Yeah. Yeah.
and then they want to
Undefeated.
be their best friend. You're like, bro, they don't even know you by then.
Well, they feel like in this era, you have the social media where they'll send them to the site. Hey, man, we got this amount. Have your people check us out, man. So you go there, look at the numbers, and some people that's all it take. They pop out the oven, somebody scoop them up. They show them the numbers. You know how many viewers, subscribes, and they're able to establish a rapport with these cats these days. It's easy. Some of them is easy, some of them is not though. Like,
See, and that's why I respect the ones, man, that just give up the good quality interviews to the good quality content creators, because I don't think that really has anything to do with the numbers. It's a lot like boxing. They rather talk about who make more money and who's more popular than who's gonna do what in the ring. But go ahead, bro.
you know how the conversation is, man. It's according to who's being moved a certain way. I mean, who's fought this person that's buzzing out here in the streets. It all depends, man. Like, not too many people know who Soft Rumfasai is, but they knew who Bam Rodriguez was because he moved up at the last minute from the division at the last freaking minute, and went in there and defeated the guy. The guy wasn't undefeated. They was fighting for a vacant belt. And after, look, Bam Rodriguez ended up getting the same post fight buzz that Isaac Cruz did when he fought Gervonta Davis.
I agree with that.
Like when he won that vacant WBC title, man, they was like, they was high on him. They was like, oh my God, Bam Rodriguez. He fought for a vacant title, man. And he dropped the guy in the third round and then won the decision. And that guy went through the roof. Now his name is all over the place. They saying he could be the next big star in boxing and this, that, and the other. But there's some other pure boxers out there, in my opinion, that would give him problems if they was in the same division. I still think Shakur Stevenson boxes better than Bam Rodriguez.
I agree
Devin
with
Haney. Devin Haney. I think Devin Haney boxes better than Bam Rodriguez.
So now, what weight is he though? Is he 26 or 30? 35?
Who? Bam Rodriguez? Right,
Yes,
he's
sir.
115, bro.
See, that's what I was thinking, bro. Right. So he would have to battle with like Cool Boy or the Russell brother, right? Eventually, not now. He would have to come up to meet them, right?
Well, we don't know what division G Russell is going to be in when he come back. Is he still going to be 26? He going to move up to 30?
No,
I'm hoping he
no.
move.
I was talking about the other one, the light one.
Well, the light ones that you're talking about, Antonio, he's at 118.
Okay.
So, from what I understand with Team Rodriguez, they want him to move back down to 112.
Do you agree that that's what's best for him?
I mean, because he's a little dude. He's a little dude. So, why not? Why not move back down there and give that, space to the people and wait till they move up? Because I know why he don't want to really move up. Because it's tough competition when you start talking about going to bantamweight. He ain't trying to step in there with no Monster Nui. You know what I'm saying? He ain't trying to step in there with him. He trying to wait till that dude move up to 122. I guarantee you, Bam Rodriguez is gonna try to move up to 118 sooner or later.
Well, you got that
It
high
all
grease
depends,
for them
man,
all.
what the plan. What now? What'd you say?
I thought Showtime had said something. I was just
Showtime,
saying
you
that
still
you
there,
got.
man?
I was just saying though. I said you had the hot grease for them all. Don't matter what weight. Cause you just big up Rodriguez, but then you say shit. You know he better stay where he at.
Yeah, because it's just no way. It's no way that you're gonna go up there and mess with in a way. I mean, it's just he's too small, man. He's too small. And then you can't forget like Rashid Warren is still at 118 too, along with Antonio Russell. So I know that Showtime, no, not Showtime. It was Marcus. Marcus Ohio Run Boxing posted something about, was it Amateur? I think it was Amateur when Antonio Russell fought. Let's see, when was it? Rashid Warren in the Amateur or something. And he put the sparring footage out there. Not the sparring footage. He put the bout out there. So Gary Russell responded and say, "Man, that's some old ass footage, man. You know, shit done changed. Not Antonio, but Gary Russell. Gary Russell said that's an old ass footage, man. Things done changed. Da da da. So I guess they trying to make that fight happen at 118. That'd be cool because there's not too many black fighters at 118, man.
Yes, sir. That'd be nice though to get it cooking. Now his other brother's supposed to be fighting soon though, right? The
Yeah.
140 one. Yeah.
Yeah, he fighting Rance Bartholomew.
Is that a
Showtime, you still
respectable
there?
opponent?
This man sleep, man. I'm gonna let him go. Showtime, you still there?
So you waiting for him to start snoring?
Showtime, you there, bro?
Hey, I'm gonna check in on him for a second.
Okay.
See if you pick up. See, once I start talking that UFC, I put him to sleep, huh?
Yeah, exactly. He sure did.
Hey, bro.
Yeah.
I did want to ask you something about the hearings I had seen today, bro. I mean, you know, I know this might not be the place or the platform, but
The
that was
what?
just crazy.
The what?
The hearings. It went to the voicemail, but
You talking about the hearings about the rush, the march on the Capitol?
yeah,
Yeah,
man.
was
You know
looking
how
at that.
sensitive they is, bro. I tried to make a video on it, and I titled it exactly that. I was like, whatever the date was, right? Congress committee hearing, and I had the people, who was it, Miss Cheney and Miss Hutchinson or whatever, right? They interview, and man, YouTube wouldn't even let me put that up, bro. I had to change the name. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, they like, bro, we don't want you. You know what I'm saying? We don't want you putting that out there, bro.
Yeah, they strict
You know,
about that,
for it to
man.
be easy for people to find. You know what I'm saying? Because they just, if they would have just put that in, it would have came up. You know, and they just like, no. I had to put something, bro, that won't nobody ever find. I had to bury it. But the only thing I was gonna say, and you ain't gotta respond or say nothing, bro. I just wanted to kind of think about, somebody like the Secret Service or whatever, bro. They was trying to take him from his speech. He wanted to go to the Capitol, and they wanted to take him to the White House, right? So he was thinking that he was still going to the Capitol when he got in the car. They're like, no, bro, you going to the West Wing, bro. And
Yeah, the girl tried to grab the steering wheel or something, right?
no, Trump tried to grab the steering wheel.
Oh, for real?
Hey, and then when the other dude, the one that's next to him, like, bro, you gotta take your hand off the steering wheel. He said, and she testified that he took his other hand and put it up around our boy's clavicles, bro. I'm like, man,
Hey, that was the terminology they used, right? Clavicle. You reached
yeah,
over
yeah.
and his hand was up by the clavicle. That's wild, ain't it? That shit that was going on.
Yeah.
The
I'm
the
like,
the
man, he's like,
time,
man, get your hands off me.
yeah, the time that people spent in jail for going up there believing that they was doing it for a cause, to change history, which it did change history. People lost
It
their
sure
lives.
did.
People got put in jail. Yeah, it changed lives, man. All lives except his.
Absolutely. That's a mic drop right there, bro. I'm gonna try
Yeah,
to
man,
call
it's
him
like
again.
unbelievable.
Yeah, man, and that's the thing, bro. I can't believe that we was living long enough to be able to see that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because when we was growing up, bro, it was like Watergate was everything. You know what I mean? You couldn't insult the presidency any worse than that. And then
true.
by now it's just like all bets is off.
Man, that type of incident, I never would have thought in my lifetime that somebody would be able to, any group, to be able to breach that with ill intent. You know what I'm saying? To basically try to mask it as a protest, but yet it was about violence.
Yeah.
It's crazy. That shit was crazy right there, Sean, man. Man, that was crazy.
Hey, bro, I got this met the voicemail the second time.
Yeah, he probably out. So, yeah, man. You can go ahead and give the final words since you as co-host, man. Give the final words to the people out there, man.
Yes, sir. Hey, thank y'all for pulling up. I appreciate it. Hey, Showtime, Combat Man. Hey, I appreciate y'all, bro. Y'all a wealth of knowledge, and for me, man, it's almost like y'all opening the door up to the sport, bro. I appreciate it. I just say, man, keep doing your thing, man. Keep knocking it down, man, and thank y'all, man. Just keep on putting in the hard work. So when you going live next, bro?
Sometime tomorrow. I'm not sure what time, but sometime tomorrow. Of course, I try not to talk on the same thing, but we ticking down the times on which they said that the fight announcement. Everybody said it's supposed to be this week. Okay, I'm waiting for this week. I'm waiting for this week. They said it's supposed to be announced the 4th of July. Okay, I'm waiting for that.
Now, where would you put your bet, bro? If you had to, if you had to, push-ups on it, would you put them on like this weekend, next weekend, or sometime later than that?
Definitely won't be this weekend.
Right, I don't think so either, bro.
Definitely won't be this weekend. Boxing, it's a hat trick, man. It's hocus pocus, like I tell people. Boxing is hocus pocus, man. You think something's gonna happen, it don't. Then we think it's not, it does. So, from my understanding, the people I was talking to, man, they say the fight isn't as close as people think. So I don't know, man. It gets hard to try to dial in who's telling the truth and who's lying.
I think the pressure's on though, bro. You know what I'm saying? On both sides, really. But because the thing is that I found so amazing, right? Eddie Hearn says that the Spence Crawford fight ain't good, that he want the Canelo and Triple G. He get that. And then they start asking him who gonna win between Spence and Crawford. I'm just like, bro.
Mm.
And they both pick Crawford, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm like, at least Spence team still got Paula Malignaggi and Freddie Roach, you know what I'm saying?
Well, Paulie, The only reason
Ringing
Paulie
endorsement.
really rock with Errol Spence because he's from Long Island. He said it. He said, I'm biased.
Oh,
He said, I'm biased. Mm-hmm.
that's what it do, bro.
Yep.
Hey man, yeah, bro. I ain't gonna keep you, man. I appreciate you though, bro. I'm a
All right, for sure, man. You know, hold it down, man. Hey, appreciate you pulling up, D-Ray. Shout out to Showtime. Y'all continue to support the channel, man. Support the sports, combat, man. Until next time, that D-Ray. I'm out, bro.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all, man. Salute to the guys tonight, man. This has been another experience. Great boxing conversation and conversations tonight, man. Everybody tapping with both of these brothers, man. Support what they got going on. D-Ray Promotions, World Combat Sports. Needs no introduction into the game. You know.
D-Ray say he hit you up twice, bro.
Yeah. I seen him in the in the private chats. I was just letting y'all rock, man.
Oh, okay,
I was just
cool.
letting y'all rock. Yeah. I was just letting y'all rock, man. I didn't want to step on. I felt like they I was on enough for today.
Yeah,
You
for
know.
sure.
You know. And,
Y'all know you
everyday
got it on
people
your
though,
business,
bro.
man.
you know. Y'all was cooking. You know. Sometimes it ain't all about you. You gotta let the audience enjoy what they enjoying. You had the high grease. I appreciate the high grease. World Combat with the high grease over here.
Yeah, man. It's all good, man. I just wish it would have been a fish over here so we can have a fish fry. Ain't nothing like
We
fish
had to
and
put
grits
that
at
bait
night.
out there,
For real. Ain't nothing like some fish and grits at night.
huh?
Yeah, but like I said, I appreciate y'all. Man,
All right,
I
man.
am
salute.
Thank
out,
you,
fella.
bro. Blessings.
Oh, all right, blessings. Yes, man, a great live tonight, man. For those of y'all that tapped in, listen, it's 11:36 out here in New York. Once again, salute to D-Ray, salute to World Combat Sports. We're gonna wrap it up. Yaga, appreciate you. Shout out to you, T. He said, "Good show, brothers. Facts. You know the vibes." Yes, Yaga, Zaga.